So as we're getting ready to leave the west coast of sunny Southern California and hit the road to Vegas, that'll be a good time for a quick update on the car. The car's doing really well, so anybody who has guessed 0 failure stops in our forum for the contest, you'd be winning right now because we have not had to stop yet. Of course, now that I say that, you know,
all hell is gonna break loose.
We're gonna drive over the crankshaft as soon as we get on the highway. But these kind of road trips make you evaluate the condition of the car, and you know, the annoyances become more annoying, and it lets you build kind of a checklist of things you want to change. And there's certain things that we've done over the years to this car that I think we should just give updates on, because a lot of times you install a part or we'll install something on the show and it's like, yay, it's on, and then you never hear how it performed afterwards. So right now I'll tell you, still the most dramatic improvement we've made to this car has been the Hydro Boost brake booster. And on a trip like this where you're going down mountains and you know, speeding across the desert, you want brakes that are confidence inspiring and that really kick ass. And that happened with the Hydro Boost. So we got ours from Hydrotech. We love it. I'm a Hydro Boost evangelist. We'll recommend those to anybody who needs braking improvements, because the rest of the hardware didn't change. We still ran the same discs and rotors and calipers and all that jazz. And then another thing that was a big surprising change was tires. We used to run a lower profile, sportier tire, like a Z-rated, you know, supercar kind of sticky tire for this car. And I got to thinking that, you know, what do you do with this thing? We just drive it around, you know, we're not really racing it or autocrossing it or anything. And it came time for a new set of tires, and I wanted something that had a little bit taller of a sidewall. And these are 16-inch wheels, and it's becoming a hard size to find. So we ended up getting some Goodyear Eagle GT2s, and these are literally stock tires for, like, you know, new Monte Carlo SS's and, you know, recent kind of, you know, not supercar tires, but just, you know, a plus performance tire. And we got these things on the car, and it made a tremendous difference in the way it rode and handled. It actually rides and handles better than it did before with the shorty tires. And it's a joy, it's a pleasure to drive, and we'll probably get a ton of miles out of them because they're not a super, you know, low tread wear tire rating. They're meant to be a passenger car tire. So it's a classic example of maybe less is more, you know, when it comes to the specifications. So before you go and spend $1 billion on the world's most high performance tire, you might be able to get by with something that's much more common, affordable, and enjoyable in the end.